Imagine for a moment that anger will never again be able to control you. Never again will you lose control due to a sudden burst of irritation. Seems impossible, right? But imagine a life where you control your emotions, not them you. A life where every moment is lived with clarity, calmness, and understanding. How is that possible, you ask? This video won't just tell you how to stop being angry. It will show you how to completely change your perception of the situation and find the Stoic peace that the great philosophers spoke about. Anger is a destructive force that destroys our inner world, our relationships, and our decisions. But what if I told you that you can permanently get rid of this chain that is pulling you down? You would be surprised to know that you already have the key to getting rid of anger. Yes, it's not an external magic or power to be sought somewhere on the side. It's an internal discipline that great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca applied in their daily lives. They knew that anger is a weakness. It's a reaction to something we can't control. And it is in this reaction that lies our main enemy. Do you want to know how to become the master of your emotions and get rid of outbursts of rage? How to learn to see the world through the prism of calmness and composure? In this video, we'll look at Stoic methods that will forever change your attitude to anger. This isn't just theory. These are practical steps you can start applying right now. And if you watch this video to the end, I promise, you'll never look at anger the same way again. So stay tuned. Make sure you're ready to make a change, because what you learn here can really change your life. Don't let anger control you. You are the master of your mind, your actions, and your life. At the end of this video, you won't just stop being angry. You'll become a person who manages their anger and uses it to grow, not destroy it. Anger always arises within us. It is a reaction to what we consider unfair, offensive, or wrong. But ask yourself a simple question: can anger make a difference? The answer is almost always no. Anger is not a problem-solving tool, but a destructive force that affects us first and foremost. It robs us of our calmness, clarity of thought, and ability to act consciously. This is its main danger. Imagine a situation. You are stuck in a traffic jam, late for an important meeting, and your mind begins to boil with irritation. Your inner dialogue begins to sound like this: why is this happening to me? Why are the roads always so clogged when I especially need it? These thoughts increase your anger, and the more you think about them, the more your irritation grows. But let's look at it from a Stoicism perspective. Can your anger make cars move faster? Of course not. All it does is disturb your inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics, always said, ask yourself what depends on you and what does not, and accept what is beyond your control. This is the key to anger management. You cannot control traffic, the weather, or even the behavior of others. But you can control your reaction to these circumstances. This is true freedom. The Stoics compared the human mind to a ship on a stormy sea. External forces may toss you from side to side, but only you decide where to steer the ship. Anger is a reaction to unrest, but like the sailor's experience, you must learn to hold your course despite the storms. It is the power of the mind that allows you to maintain inner peace, even in the most difficult moments. An important step in understanding anger is to recognize that most of the time we are angry because of our expectations. We expect the world to act according to our rules, but the Stoics remind us, the world does not have to conform to our desires. The nature of anger lies in this discrepancy between what we want and what is real. And the more we resist this fact, the more we give anger power over us. The next important aspect is that anger is often irrational. It blinds us and causes us to act impulsively. We say and do things we later regret, all because we lose control. Stoicism offers the opposite approach. Instead of letting anger control you, learn to take a pause. In that moment, take a step back and ask yourself, will anger help in this situation? In most cases. When we talk about anger control, it is important to understand that it does not mean suppressing emotions. On the contrary, it means recognizing and managing them. One of the key principles of Stoicism is not to let emotions take over your mind. The Stoics taught that it is important not to avoid emotions, but to learn to understand and transform them. The first step to controlling anger is to become aware of your triggers. Ask yourself the question, what exactly triggers my anger? It could be disrespect, injustice, or even minor annoyances such as a late delivery. Understanding these triggers will allow you to prepare in advance and avoid an outburst of emotion. When you realize what triggers your reaction, you have the opportunity to change your perception. The second important step is to practice self-reflection. Every time you feel anger building up, stop and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Could it have to do with your internal criterion of justice that has not been met? Or is it simply your distorted perception of the situation? By analyzing your emotions, you develop the capacity for self-reflection, which allows you to better understand yourself and your reactions. Another Stoic technique is to use taking a breather. When you feel anger starting to build up, take a pause. This can be a simple, deep breath to help you calm down and regain mental clarity. Focus on your breathing, feel the air moving through your body. This will help you release fleeting emotions and make a more informed decision about how to respond to the situation. You can also use the technique of flipping. The Stoics taught that everything that happens to us can be viewed from different angles. Try to see the situation from the other side's perspective. If someone has wronged you, ask yourself, why would they do that? This will help you develop empathy and reduce anger, allowing you to see the situation more objectively. The fourth tool is the practice of gratitude. When you feel anger, shift your focus to what you are grateful for. It can be anything: a job you love, the support of friends, even a simple sunny morning. Focusing on the positive aspects of your life will help you reduce stress levels and regain inner peace. Gratitude opens your heart and mind, allowing you to see the world in brighter colors. The fifth and perhaps most powerful tool is the practice of meditation. Meditation helps to calm the mind and regain control of emotions. It teaches us to observe our thoughts and feelings without letting them control us. You can set aside a few minutes a day to just sit in silence and focus on your inner state. This will create a space between your reaction and circumstances, allowing you to choose how to respond. In conclusion, anger is a natural human emotion, and it can be a powerful signal that something needs our attention. But as the Stoics taught, it's important not to let it control us. Awareness, self-reflection, breathing practices, a change of perspective, and gratitude are all tools that can help you not only control anger, but also use it as an opportunity for growth. Now that you realize your power over your emotions, you can begin to act more consciously and confidently. When faced with conflict, it's easy to get emotional and forget our values. But the Stoics taught us that conflict can be a source of stress, but also an opportunity for growth. Instead of seeing conflict as a threat, we can see it as an opportunity for learning and self-improvement. Conflicts are inevitable because we are all different. We all have different thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and that's okay. Instead of avoiding conflict, we can learn to deal with it effectively. Accepting this fact allows us to reduce anxiety and prepare for constructive discussions. Every conflict is a chance to deepen our understanding of the other person and ourselves. Instead of seeing confrontation as a battle, we can see it as a way to understand different perspectives. Ask yourself questions. What can I learn from this conflict? How does this help me grow? This approach will help you transform anger into understanding. Often when we are faced with conflict, we focus on making our point, forgetting to listen to the other side. Active listening is not just waiting for your turn to speak. It means being genuinely interested in the other person's opinion. Try asking open-ended questions that will help you better understand their position. This will create an atmosphere of trust and allow you to find solutions that satisfy both parties. When emotions are running high, take a step back and assess the situation from a distance. What would it look like from the outside? How would you assess the situation if you were in the other person's shoes? This helps you see the situation more objectively and reduce emotional tension. Use this technique to find more balanced solutions rather than reacting impulsively. People may disagree with you for a variety of reasons, and that doesn't mean they are against you. Recognizing this fact allows you to separate the personal from the professional. This helps to create a more constructive atmosphere for discussions and reduce stress levels in conflict situations. It means that you should see conflict as an external element rather than as part of your identity. If you see conflict as something that happens apart from you, you can more easily manage your emotions and avoid unnecessary reactions. This helps you maintain mental clarity and allows you to make smarter decisions. Forgiveness is not a weakness, but a strength. By freeing yourself from anger and resentment, you create space for positive emotions. Remember, forgiveness is not about forgetting, or justifying the other person's behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional weight that is hindering your personal growth. In conclusion, rethinking your attitude toward conflict is a powerful tool in your arsenal. Conflicts can be a source of stress, but they can also be opportunities for learning and self-improvement. Accepting conflict, active listening, applying the principle of distancing, and forgiveness will all help you become a more mature and balanced human being. As the Stoics taught, we can't control everything that happens around us, but we can control our reactions. Every conflict is a chance to learn, grow, and become a better person. With each new challenge, you become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future difficulties. You can begin to see conflicts as gifts that help you grow, rather than as obstacles in your path. One of the biggest mistakes we make in life is that we shift responsibility for our emotions onto others. We often believe that it is other people, situations, or circumstances that make us unhappy or angry. But the Stoics teach us that true strength lies in taking responsibility for our feelings. This doesn't mean that we can't experience emotions. It means that we can learn to manage them. Every feeling you have is the result of your perception of a situation. For example, if someone criticizes you, you can choose how to react to it. You can feel resentment, or you can instead see it as an opportunity for growth. This awareness frees you from the role of victim and makes you the master of your life. When you feel anger or resentment, ask yourself, why am I reacting this way? What aspect of this situation is causing me to feel this way? These questions help you look inside yourself and make sense of your emotions. This is not just an analysis of feelings, it is a way to see what you can change in your perception. It's important to recognize when your emotions start to get out of control. Attention to your inner state is the key to managing your feelings. When you realize you are on the verge of anger, pause. Allow yourself to slow down and think about the situation before reacting. This will give you time to reflect and help you avoid impulsive actions. We are often too hard on ourselves when we experience negative emotions. Instead of judging yourself when you are angry or depressed, allow yourself to feel these emotions. Recognize that they are normal and natural. Self-compassion is not a weakness, it is a strength that allows you to better understand yourself and your reactions. When you experience anger or frustration, try to find things for which you can be grateful. This can be anything from simply enjoying a sunny day to realizing the support of friends and family. Gratitude helps shift your focus from the negative to the positive, allowing you to manage your emotions more effectively. Practice forgiveness, both toward yourself and others. Forgiveness is the key to releasing anger and resentment. It allows you to not only forgive others, but also to free yourself from guilt and fear. By forgiving, you stop holding on to negative emotions, and this opens the door to new possibilities. As the Stoics teach, it is important to realize that our perceptions are what create our emotions. Taking responsibility for your feelings gives you the power to change them. Instead of being a victim of circumstances, you become the architect of your life. You can learn to manage your emotions and not let them destroy your life. Each new day is an opportunity to become better and stronger. Remember that the power is within you, and it is you who is responsible for your reactions to the outside world. The final lesson in our journey to get rid of anger and find inner peace is to strive for personal freedom. This freedom is not just the absence of external constraints, but a deep understanding and acceptance of ourselves. It is based on the realization that the real power is within us and that only we can control our reactions to the world around us. The first step to achieving this freedom is to realize that we cannot control everything that happens around us. But we can control how we react to those events. This realization frees us from the expectations we place on others and on circumstances. In moments of stress and anger, ask yourself, can I change the situation? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, focus on what you can do to make a difference. The second step is to develop the ability to let go of negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can take over our minds and control our emotions. Learn to recognize these thoughts and consciously replace them with more positive and constructive ones. For example, if you think, I can't do this, replace it with, I will do my best to achieve this. This simple change in thinking can make a big difference in your overall mood and perception. The third step is to create healthy boundaries. Learn to say no without guilt. Often we feel anger when we allow others to violate our boundaries. When you set boundaries, you are not only protecting yourself, but also showing others how to treat you. This will allow you to maintain inner peace and avoid unnecessary conflict. The fourth step is the skill of letting go. Holding on to the past and negative emotions only aggravates our condition. Realize that you can't change the past, but you can change your perception and attitude towards it. Practice letting go of resentments and negative feelings. This frees your heart and mind, allowing you to live in the present moment. The fifth step is to develop self-reflection skills. Analyze your feelings and actions regularly. Ask yourself questions. Why am I reacting this way? How can I improve my reaction in the future? This practice helps you understand your emotions on a deeper level and avoid repeating the same mistakes. The sixth step is to seek support and communication. Connecting with people who understand and support you can greatly help you on your journey to inner peace. Don't be afraid to share your experiences and seek help from friends, family, or even professionals. These connections can be a powerful source of inspiration and motivation. The seventh step is to constantly strive for self-development. Learning and self-education can give you new tools to manage your emotions. Read books, watch videos, and listen to podcasts about philosophy, psychology, and self-development. Allow knowledge to enrich your life and expand your understanding of the world and yourself. Ultimately, the pursuit of personal freedom and inner peace is a journey that requires effort and self-awareness. It is not an easy process, but it is worth it. Every step you take in this direction brings you closer to a life without anger and resentment. You will be able to live a more harmonious and joyful life without letting your emotions rule your life. Remember that you are the author of your own story. Your life is your work, and only you decide how it will look like. Your freedom and inner peace depend on your choices. Put these lessons into practice and watch your perception of the world change. You will be able to free yourself from anger and find true peace of mind that will give you joy and satisfaction. Thus, the pursuit of personal freedom not only helps us manage anger, but also opens the way to a happier and more fulfilling life. It is a journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance that brings not only freedom, but also inner harmony. Now that you have learned these Stoic methods, imagine how much your life could change. You will no longer be a victim of your anger. Every situation that used to make you angry will now become an opportunity for growth and self-control. Gradually, you will begin to notice how your reaction to difficulties becomes calm. You will stop reacting to the outside world with a storm of emotion. Instead, you will see each problem as a challenge, as an opportunity to show your strength, your patience, and your wisdom. But to really put these lessons into practice, you need more than information. You need constant practice, discipline, and self-observation. The Stoics said, "We cannot change our circumstances, but we can change our attitude toward them." This is a truth that still holds true today. Anger is just an emotion. It comes and goes, but you are how you react to it. You are your actions and decisions. Don't let anger destroy your inner world. Instead, use it to become stronger. Remember the lessons of Stoicism when you feel your emotions taking over. That will be your true strength. If this video was useful for you, if it gave you new tools and ideas to help you deal with anger, support our channel. Give us a like and subscribe so you don't miss other important topics that will help you grow and develop. Write in the comments what Stoicism principles you already apply in your life and how they help you. Your journey to self-control and confidence is just beginning. And remember, every step you take brings you closer to the person you want to become. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a guide to action. Start applying these lessons right now and you'll see how not only your attitude to anger changes, but your life in general. See you in the next videos. Stay tuned to continue on this journey together.